we make some noise?
Yeah! Welcome to the biggest Without a Recipe season ever.
What? Okay, why?
I don't learn anything. What's the point of that? It's not with a recipe.
Today, we're making burgers and buns.
Are we having fun? Are we making buns? Yes, we're making buns and having fun. We're having fun.
We're walking that tightrope.
Are we?
You don't want none, cause we got buns, huns.
Who doesn't love a good burger?
The show where we have no recipe, no clue, and no hope.
Just try it.
It's not friendly.
Put it in your mouth.
It's not comforting.
Put it in your mouth.
Tickets on sale right now for our live finale at tryguys.com/war.
I regret things already. Can we start the season over?
The Try Guys are back in the kitchen for another episode of Without a Recipe.
Wow, look at you go. He's really dancing.
This week, they're making burgers and buns.
I think people like a really strong, briny, sea taste to their buns.
Will the judges flip for their burgers?
The Zag Sweep is off to a great start.
Or will their little buns be toast?
What do we think, Keith?
They're rolls.
Is that good?
I know.
Over the course of 2 days, each baker will have 3 hours to complete their burgers and present them to our panel of judges.
Welcome to the judging for burgers and buns. Hey everyone, I'm Rosanna Pansino, and I am the host of one of the most popular baking shows on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Chef Sang Yoon of Father's Office in Los Angeles.
Arguably the best burger
in Los Angeles.
on the West Coast.
Hi everybody, I'm Sherry Yard. I have Bakery by the Yard and an author and resident bun expert. I've been on TV for 3 decades now. I've done everything from the Great American Baking Show to All-Star Sabotage Kitchen. I was actually the first woman, I was the sous chef to Wolfgang Puck on Iron Chef. I have 3 James Beards, 1 for a lifetime in food. A classic hamburger bun should have a golden crust on the outside, spongy and fluffy in the inside. Have a little bit of sweetness, not too much. Oil adds to elasticity to make it easier to shape and also adds flavor. Every one of these ingredients has a job and a role in your bun. Please don't overcook your burgers because then it's dry, and half the point is that when it's nice and juicy, it soaks into the bun and then the bun gets to do its job. My advice to anyone trying to make a bun at home without a recipe, don't do it. If you don't follow a recipe, then it's a recipe for disaster.
We've made bread before, and it occurs to me standing here before you that buns must somehow be different. 'Cause they're shaped like that. Huh.
I have never made buns for burgers. I've made like breakfast buns or side buns, but I don't think those are necessarily the same. I just know you just need them round and fluffy. You know, like a little UFO disc.
Probably not egg in it. I've learned that most breads don't have egg. You'd think they all do. You would just think that they would, and they don't. Cake has egg.
We're like 18 episodes deep on the show.
I know, I just learned it. I just sort of figured it out.
Maybe today I don't want to cook. Nothing has changed. We're 5 seasons in and I'm not more comfortable.
Careful, there's a big knife there.
And our time starts now!
Let's get flour.
Need to remember.
What's the difference between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar?
The amount of molasses.
Okay, well, I want more. Today, I'm making a curry turkey burger, or as I like to call it, the Kirky. Was I stoned when I came up with that? Perhaps. I wrote down the word Kirky, and I couldn't look back. The curry turkey burger. It's gonna have lots of delicious spices, but I'm also gonna add some sweetness to balance it out. I'm making kind of a sweet Indian-inspired flavor profile. Kirky! It's fun to say. Kirky! I'm making Kirky!
Oh, I always forget yeast smells like breakfast cereal and alcohol. I want to make a classic cheeseburger experience that's for the laziest of people. I'm gonna put all of the flavor, all the condiments, everything you want in the burger, right into that bun. That's right, I'm making a bun that has ketchup, has mustard, has onions, has pickles, has mayonnaise, has everything all in it. Now you might think, Keith, the judges do judge on presentation. But the presentation sometimes isn't just about looks, it's about the surprise.
Oh, that smells strong.
People always say, wow, Eugene, he's so dark and moody, everything's so worldly and ethnic, and there's too much booze in that, and there's too much pig's blood in that. No more. I've evolved. Good, Eugene. So my 100% good recipe is the bomb burger. That's right, I'm making burgers into adorable little bombs. So I wanna make these cute little kawaii faces. I'm gonna try to make them black with some squid ink and then somehow enclose them so they're a sphere at the end. Because that's what America's good at making, burgers and weapons of mass destruction.
Good, Eugene.
First, the bakers will have 30 minutes to make their dough.
Can we get rid of the scales? Let's just get these out of
Yeah,
here.
no scale.
No one's gonna use a scale.
I'm gonna hide the scale.
I don't even know what this does. Catch.
So we're gonna start with our classic hamburger bun. What you'll need is yeast.
Even though I'm good Eugene this season, I'm still not gonna measure things. I'm just gonna go for
I
it.
don't know why they give you a packet. They're like, use a quarter of the packet. I'm like, just put a quarter of it in the packet.
Maybe I'll make multiple batches. That always works well for me.
You always do that. It has worked. It has worked.
Now the temperature of the water is very important, especially within your environment. My flour is 82 degrees, my room's 82 degrees. I want my water to be a little bit colder. About 65 to 70 is good. Once it starts to get too hot, the yeast starts to work too much and it dies at about 137 or so degrees.
I know it's like somewhere between 110 and 120 degrees.
This feels too hot. I don't know, f it.
Eugene, what is in that bowl?
Yeast, cuttlefish ink, and milk. Well, I gotta make sure this is really black, but I can always just add more cuttlefish ink. Like Grandma used to say, you can never have too much cuttlefish ink. Cause it's like you're having a nice cuddle. Appetizing. Everyone thinks this is appetizing.
Next up, I like to put a little something sweet in it. Beautiful California honey. It's gonna add a whisper of sweetness. It's gonna feed the yeast. It's also gonna give it beautiful color.
Right now I have a 4-to-1 ratio of flour to sugar, and then some other stuff for fun. But I think I need more sugar.
You want a whisper sweetness. This is not a cake. So there's no reason you'd want that much sugar in this dough. I mean, if that was a chocolate hamburger, perhaps.
I've never had a sweet hamburger bun, but I've also never had Kirky before.
4 burgers total?
5 burgers.
5 burgers? But what if I'm only using the tops of the buns? Because I need the sphere shapes, so I need to bake a lot of buns.
Yeah, I thought you loved bottoms.
I love bottoms, but not in this case. I need my bombs to be circular. I don't know how much I just put in there. Oh well. Oh well. It's good, Eugene. Nothing's stressing me out this season.
I got a bubble.
Let me see yours.
Oh, I think, no, oh, you know
That one
what?
looks better than that one.
If you mix it, it kills it, I think.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
Please mix it. Just to feed, again, the yeast, I put a little bit of the flour in right away. I create this paste that starts to get that yeast happy and alive. There's a party going on in the bowl. There's a party going on. Party going on. There's a party going on in the bowl.
Oh, wow.
These guys are crazy, huh?
Now, every season we ask the same question. Is there egg? This season, I say yes.
How many eggs will Eugene use? 1 egg. 2 eggs.
Traditionally, there are no eggs in hamburger buns.
3 eggs. I definitely have way more flour than I thought, so I'm gonna use 4 eggs.
As you start to add eggs and more enriching ingredients like butter, it is a brioche bun.
Good Eugene is here for your grandmas and all your friends who like to be so morally righteous.
At this point, I will put my salt over the top and then put my oil in.
Maybe a little of this oil would be nice. I'm using sun-dried tomatoes for the tomato element. So you want like a nice crisp onion in your burger, put onions in it.
You're putting onion in your bun.
In the bun.
In the bun.
Yeah, I'm putting it all in the bun. So the assembly is just bun, meat, bun. done.
Bun, meat, bun, done.
Bun, meat, bun, done.
So I'm gonna start it up. We're gonna go around for a minute or two just to bring it together.
Oh, right, this thing. I don't need to f***ing do it myself like a jamo. I used to be afraid of, look how far I've come.
Now, if you have a very stiff dough and you put a lot of flour in there, don't write me because you broke your darn machine. Probably a third of the bowl filled with your ingredients. And don't mix it on high.
Good, morally upstanding Eugene, making things with goodness and love.
What? Okay, why? 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 Oh, it's on this side. Why was that just off, but all the way up? I feel like that was a sabotage.
So you can see how nice and beautiful and clean it came out of the bowl. Slightly tacky, not sticky.
This is a dough! Guys, the Zach Sweep is off to a great start.
Good Eugene, season up, good.
Seems really wet. Needs more powder.
Eugene, yeah, doing it for all the good people out there.
Why is this happening? How is it so wet?
If you find the dough is too wet, my recommendation, sprinkle a little bit of flour in there.
So this is great. It's perfect. I do worry that it's not enough and that it's simultaneously too much yeast. So I'm making a non-yeast dough
Whoa,
that I'm then gonna
cool.
incorporate
Strategy.
in.
Why is it doing that?
Yeah.
Why is it bouncing?
If you suspect that you put too much yeast in the dough, I would start over completely.
I think I potentially overbeat this now.
It's time to put the condiments into the dough. And I don't know how much it's supposed to be worked. Well, it smells like mustard, which I love.
So if we're talking hamburger buns, inclusions aren't necessary. That said, if you want to put some onion in here, that might be fun, right? I would do it in the last minute to mix. Get my development where I want it. Once you're there, then put your inclusions in.
I was gonna put honey in mine, I forgot about that. This is called honeying your loaf.
More isn't better necessarily, because then you're gonna break all the gluten structure that you've created.
I think the honey was a huge mistake, Keith.
Yeah?
I think this was really good and I just did something bad.
I hate that. How is it still this wet? How is it still like this? How much flour have I put in? I feel like a lot. But you know, we're gonna keep adding more. It's so wet.
Good Eugene, good Eugene.
I don't think so. I think I could work it, but I don't know if that's gonna make it drier. It's got mustard in it now. Who knows what's happening in there?
I never know, Rachel, if you're trying to help us or throw us.
Or just ask us questions to get dumber answers.
Yeah, I don't think she has any intention here, but everything she asks us, I go, I don't know, more cloves.
Maybe you're right.
You're right, more cinnamon. I'm so sorry, Rachel. You're right.
Everyone's rooting for good Eugene. Good Eugene's making yummy buns.
Oh, what if I used mayo
Why are you doing oil?
to line the bowl?
What do you do? What are you using?
I was gonna use this because this is what you do for like pizza dough. But maybe I'll use mayo because mayo is egg and oil whipped together.
Why?
So it won't stick.
Lining your bowl with anything other than a whisper of oil is gilding a lily beyond belief. It's unnecessary.
Giving your bowl a nice rim job.
You really shouldn't be just doing the rim. You should get in there.
Okay. Really plunge in.
Yeah.
So from here, we could let it rest for about a half an hour or so on the table. A little plastic wrap or a damp towel over the top. Other ways of resting your dough is to place it in a bowl with some oil, and just most important is to cover it, so this way it doesn't form a skin.
Oh.
I didn't put salt in my dough.
Perfect.
The bakers will now have 20 minutes to work their little buns into shape.
Time to see the proofs in the pudding. Okay,
Mine
here's
looks like a funfetti
Here's
cake.
yours. Yours does look like funfetti.
Yours proved more than mine, or you made more dough than me.
Or both. Guys, are we learning or what?
Look at Zach go.
One of ours.
Mine smells like pizza.
Yours smells like pizza.
Yours smells like pizza. Yours smells like cookies.
How do it smell more like seafood?
I think it needs more flour. Okay, Zachy Zach. Oh, the mayo worked. Came right out.
Good Eugene, good Eugene, good Eugene, good Eugene. Come on. Okay.
So I'm doing something what we call is degassing the dough right now. And now I'm going to scale to 6 pieces.
Oh, Keith, you're smart. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna follow your lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a little snake.
All right.
Cut him into little snake sections.
I need a big bigger than normal buns. So I'm just gonna use all my dough, and I'm not gonna measure, I'm just gonna divide it. They're gonna be huge. I don't approach food like food, I approach it more like an art project, and I just need a larger canvas to work with.
Now, one by one, we're gonna shape them. I wanna have a little bit of uniformity, meaning it's all kind of flat in the same place. I start to fold in my corners. Now I've got 4 more corners. Pull those 4 corners in again, and now it looks like that.
Zach's making.
Buns, and he's gonna win. Zach is sweet. Sweet, Zach, sweet.
Now that we folded in our 8 corners, you don't wanna stop here. You wanna keep going, place it back on the table, and now we're gonna use our hand and tuck and roll and tuck and roll, almost like you're tucking your pants in. So now you wanna see how round, and you have that little concaveness there, and you see how flat it is on the bottom.
Are these too big?
Nice and uniform, no seams in the bottom at all.
Okay.
I hope they rise into little balls and not into little piles.
You know what, Keith? I wonder if we should just be putting them back in the bowl.
What if they all stick together? I think we shouldn't put them back in the bowl.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. That's how the professionals do it.
For professional bakeries and places like a McDonald's, they'll actually have trays that almost look like muffin top trays, which have a divot in them.
Stand by, Keith.
Beautiful.
I'm smart.
To place it in a bowl would possibly mimic it, except when you want to invert it, you risk it because the yeast is delicate and it will die and flatten out.
I feel like I should spray it.
Tell me your inner monologue.
My inner monologue is, when in doubt, wet it out. Better things not to stick than stick.
Now, typically, you would brush it with butter.
I'm planning on doing an egg wash.
But what about mayonnaise? And I think it'll work because it is egg and oil, and you can actually make a grilled cheese with mayonnaise if you don't have butter, and it tastes really good.
And now you're doing this before they proof more.
Yeah, hell, why not? You know, the brush is here. Escape room rules. If it's there, maybe we use it.
I'm doing an egg wash on my buns so they're nice and shiny.
So here's my proof box. It gives it a nice warm environment to hang out in.
So I'm putting these back in the oven to prove themselves. Until, I don't really know.
They'll proof for anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes.
I think 10 minutes.
They proof for an hour.
The bakers will now have 40 minutes to bake their little buns.
Oh, Keith, yours are perfect.
Mine look pretty good. Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. And the mayo, I mean, this one looks amazing.
The Goldilocks proof is when your bun has just about doubled in size. When you go to poke it, it holds the indentation.
Oh God, they're big. Damn, they're huge. You know what? That's exactly what I was going for.
I'm gonna put the onions on this dummy one and go bake the dummy one. See how it goes, see if it burns.
Oh. Can I put one on your one?
Yeah, come on with me. We're outside. We're going to beautiful Burbank, California. Okay, so we're gonna give this like 10 minutes to see how it's going.
Egg wash is essentially egg that is whipped up, and you brush the top of your bun or any pastry item. I like to use egg wash because it gives it a beautiful sheen of the bun over the top.
I'm just gonna re-egg wash mine because I jumped the gun on that. These are some big boys.
You left a lot of things out of these buns. Spinach, cheese.
Oh, I didn't see him over there. I didn't open the fridge very often. Hey, there it is. This is Keith's special spinach. Why is it called that? It's my special spinach. Maybe I should work with a weed company and make Keith's special spinach.
This is my special spinach.
Yeah, and there's cheese here too.
My totally normally colored buns of a normal size.
Guys, look at these buns. Whoa, they're rolls.
What do we think, Keith?
They're rolls.
Is that good?
I know, but they're rolls.
They're rolls.
They're rolls.
Huh. Oh, Keith, they're too hard.
Yeah, they're hard. But what do we do at this point?
Keith, they're rocks.
Still a little raw, so it needs a little more time. What if we put it down to 325?
In my convection oven, I'll bake them at about 365, 7-8 minutes, turn them around for another 4 minutes.
They're probably the best bread I've ever made. Not a hamburger bun. Not even close.
My bomb buns. Look how great they are.
It's day 2. The guys will have 1 hour to press their hot, juicy meat into their fresh little buns.
Look how big my black buns are.
What are you starting with?
I'm so glad you asked. I'm starting with Keith's special spinach. But I'm gonna process it down to be smaller so that I can integrate it into the meat. Oh, this cheese is like made for a food processor. Whoever cut this cheese? Who cut the cheese? Whoever cut this cheese, cut it real nice. Something's telling me the blade isn't in the right spot. I think this is a problem. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe we're just gonna have to go back to an old-fashioned chop it up.
So I have to do all ingredients that will survive being shoved into a bun and not be open. So I'm caramelizing onions and peppers, kind of like a Southwest chili burger style, and making it really spicy. I'm trying to get as much as I can done with enough time to decorate, because I got a lot of decoration on these buns.
I'm going to make my curry. Curry powder, I mean, that seems like a yes. Chili pepper, I don't like that. That smells bad. Coriander, you're out of here.
You don't like coriander?
Nah, it smells like butthole.
Whoa, coriander's delicious.
I apologize for the Cory slander.
Oh, I get it.
Pepper, salt, pepper, chili paprika. Do you think there's such thing as too many spices?
Yes.
Me neither.
Oh.
I did about a quarter cup of each.
Whoa. A quarter cup?
I really want to pack this with flavor. You know, I guess I could have tried that before. Let's try that if I make it real spicy. It tastes like nothing. This tastes like oh, it's paprika. That's why. Fun fact about paprika, it's crushed up bell peppers. Bell peppers make me poop weird. As of late, eating paprika makes me vomit. Stay tuned.
Whoa, that's a wild update in your health.
Yeah. Jalapenos.
Ooh, serrano chili peppers? Yeah, the seeds make things spicier, huh? Just gonna keep those in.
All right, I'm gonna make the babiest burger that ever was. Every time I touch this, I have to wash my hands, huh? Life is unfair. Look at this little burger, it's adorable. Turkey. Unbelievably salty. Can't take that back.
Salt. This is dirty hand. Dirty little hand. Why do they do this to me? Why can't the pepper not just be ground already?
I'm afraid that I've made it bad.
I'm not gonna be able to use that pepper grinder. You can wash under my soap.
Yeah, here, I'll get underneath you.
Perfect, that's clean, baby.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta mix it all together.
The amount of liquid is really gonna cook interesting. So I might have to put some breadcrumbs in this because it's wet, wet, wet. He's got the itty bitty cookie in his hands. He's got the itty bitty. Come on now! In his hands, he's got the itty bitty cookie. In his hands, he's got the whole cookie in his hands.
Cookie.
30 minutes remain.
Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Let's go for it.
I gotta toast these buns, because the buns, I don't think they're good. Also, they feel a little wet. It's kind of like playing a game of Simon. Bun, top, bottom, right. Top, bottom, right, right.
I might do a little bit of the Habersberger method and
toast them?
No, give them a little circumcision.
That wouldn't be the Habersberger method. I wouldn't call it that.
No time, no time, no time. Pew, pew, pew. Everything is spicy. I am not tasting anything. I'm just going with my gut.
13 minutes left.
Probably spent too much time farting around.
Oh, why are these never open? Rachel, can you open this for me?
All right, we're broiling those while we cook these. We'll see which ones turn out the best.
On the cookie, I want it to be, really classic and traditional with the exception of all the flavors.
Shit, I haven't tried this yet. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. Chew it about halfway. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't want to cut them in half. Okay, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some design.
Look at all the juice. Oh, these are way better.
This bread is gonna be awful to bite into.
Never have too much cheese. I'm just gonna say these are done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, bakers.
Cookie! Good.
Fellas, welcome to the judging for burgers and buns. The judging criteria today is going to be taste, creativity, presentation, and is it a burger?
The places you could go that could go terribly wrong, or you could kill off your yeast. If you don't allow enough time, then it won't have time to proof and give us this light, pillowy, fluffy bun. And then last but not least, in the oven, not enough high of a temperature. If you try and eat it, it's tasteless.
First and foremost thing I look for in a burger is comfort. How does it make you feel on that first bite? And the bun is the first thing that touches your mouth. It needs like a friendly texture.
We like the meat to be cooked.
Has it not always been cooked?
I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Judges, Kirky. Kirky!
Cookie?
Kirky. I proudly present the world's first Kirky burger. What you have before you is a curry turkey burger. Kirky. You've got some sweet buns. I wanted some sweetness to kind of offset the curry. So it's like a, what the f did I put in that? A cinnamon-ish bun.
That's a lot of cinnamon.
I really wanted to make something that makes you go, Kirky.
It looks like a delicious burger. It makes me want to bite into it. I also like the bun. It's fluffy, it's round, and you have these little seeds on top. I really like that.
She's on board now.
The bun itself, really beautifully round and tall, baseball-like, yeah?
Yeah.
The color looks beautiful. I know that because you put sugar in it. That also helps with the caramelization and the color.
You want a candle of that, don't you?
Yeah, no, it should be, yeah.
When you go to taste the bun, this is a little secret. You pick up the bun and then you let it talk to you because it's got air inside, and you do this. All of a sudden you'll smell it's not just the flavor, you'll smell the yeast, you smell everything that's inside of it. You can smell the sugar.
I think it's saying, Kirky.
Jack, what's the burger made out of again?
Turkey.
Sorry?
Turkey.
Are you f***ing serious, Rosanna?
All turkey?
Are you f***ing serious?
Turkey. Can you
All
tell us about
turkey?
The one thing that I've said.
Did you mix anything into the turkey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of
so
things
you got a lot
happening.
of stuff in there. You got curry powder, garlic, paprika, and then I put the chili powder in.
I really like the flavors in the burger. I actually really like this, and I like that you put tomato, we've got lettuce, and I like the sauce on here. My only complaint is the bun looks so beautiful, but it's a little hard, like dense and thick at the bottom, and it's hard for me to bite into.
Yeah, let's talk bun.
Yeah, let's talk buns. They're fun to talk about.
Let's talk about buns. You should be able to hold it. It should feel very light, and when you go to tap it, you'll hear that hollowness. What do you hear?
A way to bring out the flavor of the bun is toast.
I thought that would be like cheating.
Interesting. No, cheating's good. I mean, cheating ain't
We
trying.
love cheating.
I love all the flavors. I love the spices. It was so good that I didn't really need as much as this dipping sauce because so much of the flavor is in the burger itself.
I, for one, can say I've never had a Kirky.
Kirky.
I, for one, could say that I've never had a Kirky burger in my life, and the creativity is off the charts.
Wow, off the charts. The chart's not that big, though. Sherry, don't you think it eats a little sweet?
It's a breakfast burger to me.
Yeah,
And therein lies the creativity if I'm leaning in that direction.
It needs to come back a little bit with some salt. I think you went a little sweet on the choice of spices, a little out of balance a little bit. And also, I think you made the meat work really hard. You could have spread the load a little bit, made some of the other parts carry some of those spices, and what's happened is the meat is now eating kind of dry.
And I had a revelation when you said that. The onion, the white onion that's in there that's sliced, that could have been pickled.
Yeah.
So if you pickle that,
With some
yes,
spices.
which brings some sweetness, but you could cut down on that and have some hot mustards or things like that with spices in there, and
I
that
love that
would have
we're working
helped that.
together.
Yeah.
Judges, is it a burger?
It's a burger.
By all description, it is. You've got a bun, you've got a patty in the center, you've got some bits and bobs going around the outside.
I really love the
By
pause
definition,
before that.
a burger.
Okay. Were you worried it wasn't a burger?
Well, no, but your pause gave me reason to
Okay.
be concerned.
Okay.
And judges, does it make you say Kirky?
Yeah, I said it a couple times.
Judges, it's a burger and bun challenge. So I took that literally. And I think of burgers as backyard hangouts. They're simple. They're sort of an easy, laid-back, lazy food. How can I make it even lazier for the person constructing their burger? By putting all of the standard condiments directly into the beef and the bread. So you don't have any of that mess anymore. It's a burger with all the flavor hidden inside. Don't judge a beef by its burger. The bun has the standard bread ingredients of flour, yeast, and water, and sugar
Yeah.
and salt. But then it also has ketchup, mustard, relish, mayonnaise, tomato, and it's got pickles in it. And then the beef, same thing. All the flavors, it's there. It may not look too impressive, but it's there.
Yeah, Keith, the look here is a little lackluster. I'm smelling so many things.
What is it saying to you?
It's a lot of oil.
Oil.
It's a little oily.
I toasted
Yeah, a
it
little
in
greasy.
some mayonnaise to get more salt into it, because when
Yeah.
I tasted the bread, I felt it was undersalted.
Because the other ingredients didn't bring enough flavor.
You know, somehow they didn't.
Creative-wise, I've never seen this done before. And if it tastes good, I mean,
Wouldn't that be good?
wouldn't that be great?
I hope it
A
does.
burger with nothing on here. I was concerned that it would be way too dry and no moisture, but I'm feeling a lot of moisture in the bun.
Oh, it's all wet.
I'm telling you, it reminds me of Schoolhouse Rock. Like school food, and it's like
Oh, that. I thought the public-funded cartoon that people love.
Oh gosh, Keith.
Scared.
Yeah, just swish and go.
Squish it all in.
I do get some tomato flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do get that. But the big surprise for me is it doesn't taste like much.
So surprising.
Are you guys getting an onion aftertaste, like in the back? Just like kind of surprise you a little?
There's a lot of surprises, I'll give it that.
A hide and seek burger. We don't know what's hiding in here, but you'll smell it in my breath.
Kids get mixed up.
Oh.
Let's talk buns. Little heavy, little dense,
Yeah.
which means, oops. It says, hi, I need more water. I need more time again. I love the creativity. I love that you thought to put all those things in. I learned many years ago that no matter what you put in a bun, it never has the same flavor as using a fresh ingredient. I've tried to do mustard bread over the years. I've tried just make a bread and smear some mustard on it. So
With baking, it bakes out.
it kind of does, because the
The
flour
flavor-
just,
A+ creative.
Thank you.
This one, I don't know if it's, I mean, it looks like a burger, but I'm not sure anymore because I think you've reconstructed it in a way that maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not a burger. This one
like a
might,
meat sandwich.
No.
well,
No, we're not playing this game. You
Well-
literally just for Zach said, well, it has a bun and it has a beef
Well,
patty. It's a
I know,
burger.
but-
That's what that. Don't make me start yelling before you've made me lose. Don't make me lose before the other guys have been judged, okay? Let's just agree it's a shitty burger and move on.
but I think you were trying to challenge
so
the notion of a
crazy.
burger. I think
No,
I think you're
was trying
walking
to
that
put all
fine
the
line.
flavor and hide it in a burger. It's still a burger.
We're walking that tightrope and
Are we?
this was a dangerous endeavor. Just to,
It was? He barely even tasted it. Rip it apart in the middle and take a big, satisfying bite
Well,
right in the
I'm
center.
just gonna look at it.
Still chewing.
Try. Just try for me. Please. Please. Just try.
I mean, it's not. It's not friendly.
Just try it.
It's not friendly. It's not comforting. I don't know. I don't think it meets the minimum requirements.
It is, I'd say it's a very unique burger.
But would you? But it's still a burger. It's a unique burger. It's a unique burger. Back.
Please.
Back, Keith, back.
Let's just try it. Let me try it.
Okay,
Okay, there you
definition,
go.
it's a
The
bun and
bun.
meat, right?
Right, so it's a meat
got-
sandwich. It's meat sandwich.
Can you call it a sandwich?
Because if you turn it this way, it looks
Meatball
like a
is a-
meatball sub
it
sandwich
does.
without the sauce.
It tastes more like meatloaf.
Yeah,
There you go.
So we think it's a meatloaf
It's a
sandwich?
meatloaf sandwich.
Meatloaf burger.
Creativity again,
Very
off the small
thoughtful.
chart. Very small
Very.
chart.
Judges, I hear you loud and clear. let's all agree we need to sleep on it. Maybe it is a burger after all. Jury's out. Thank you, judges.
People know last season I was evil Eugene, all naughty and nasty. But this season, turned over a new leaf. It's good Eugene. Nice, adorable, and all-American. Judges, I proudly present the Burger Bomb.
Oh my gosh, Eugene. Wow!
These are my burger bombs. They represent all the countries that happen to have nuclear weapons. They have a nice sheen of black from the squid ink. And then the burgers themselves are inspired by like Santa Fe, New Mexico, hot chili pit flavors, because that's also where the Manhattan Project was. You get sort of a spicy, big old bite of Americana.
You've incorporated a little of Kauai on the top of these buns. So this is the adorableness. And then they're kind of badass. That's the biggest meat patty I've ever seen in my life.
This thing has its own zip code.
Oh my gosh. Eugene, is this cheese?
Yeah, so there's also big chunks of cheddar and
It's a huge
pepper jack.
cheese.
Yeah, because Americans love cheese.
But I'm scared to take a bite because looks-wise, fun. Functionally, how you...
It's bigger than your head. I'm cutting into France.
Tally-ho.
A lot of pepper.
I can't even get to the meat.
I wanted to see, because just like cake, you want a nice, good slice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And now I'll slice for everyone.
Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, hot. It's hot. It's spicy. I like spice, but this is hot. The burger itself, a lot of heat. A lot of heat in here.
Bombs are hot.
I think because of the thickness of the burger, it just didn't cook evenly, all the way through, but I love the taste. I love spicy burgers. Oh my gosh. It's just a size thing for me.
I'm not normally a spice gal, but in this case, there's the sweetness from the bun, there's the sweetness from the onion, you got the sweetness from the tomato. It's a really great balance, and every once in a while, the jalapeno comes in and kicks you, and the red pepper kicks you. So I think it's creatively really, really fun and distinctive. At the same time, it's just bombastic.
Bombastic.
I don't know. Are you trying to be nice, Eugene?
It is good, Eugene.
But it's so aggressive. It's so forward.
No, this is remember, good, adorable, and all-American.
I don't know if it's adorable.
Love
I don't feel the new
sweating.
leaf turning over.
Oh no, we're using, because we as a country use weapons for good. That's what we're told, right?
Speaking of weapons, let's let it talk to us, shall we? Oh, and you can smell the squid ink right away.
Yeah.
And it has that umami smell, that richness, that depth of flavor. Overall, though, it needed more time, a little more water, and for me, tiny.
Less bombastic.
Yeah, less bombastic.
In all the things I've baked in like 13 years, I don't think I've ever colored something with squid ink before. I just find that really creative.
Judges, is it a burger?
I think it's a weapons grade burger.
It's a humongous burger.
So this, without a doubt, is definitely the largest individual hamburger, yes, a burger, that I've ever held.
This could cause a global conflict. It might already have, actually.
So cute. And look at the hearts.
A weird definition of cute.
Guys, I couldn't believe that you made buns without a recipe at all. An apprentice doesn't do that. That takes years of skill to be able to do that. So overall, I was incredibly impressed with your buns.
Our fourth place burger today was, I thought, off the charts creative.
It was classic looking, it was cute, but it just wasn't the best burger today. I'm so sorry, monkey.
Ow.
All right, so in third place, this burger was very creative.
A masterful blend of just a zillion flavors. So much happening, so much going on, but maybe had a fatal flaw or two or three. Tough decision, Keith.
I understand that today's loss means that I did really good, but the other guys just did really, really good. And for that, it still feels like a victory, and I thank you for your feedback.
That's a great way to look at it.
Very mature.
There's a winner.
Very mature. There's a tension in the air.
Well, he also freaked out during the judging.
Yeah.
Said that.
I got it out of me already.
Overall, it was very difficult to judge these because it's apples and oranges and onions and pears and peppers and
Squid ink.
and squid inks. So you made it very difficult on us. As we know, there can only be one winner, and that person is Drop the Bomb for Eugene.
See what being good can do?
Good Eugene prevailed?
Yes, indeed. Good.
Very, very, very good.
With nothing satirical under any of this at all. Zero.
Just let me hear you say it one more time. Quirky. Thank you, Judge.
And tickets still on sale for our live finale, so make sure you head on over to tryguys.com/war without a recipe and get your tickets.
Next time on Without a Recipe, tacos.
I don't know why the tortillas are bad.
God, now it feels too dry.
You magic dragon, come on!
Oh, I don't like that flour.
Hold